What do I have to do to be accepted? I'm always looking in from the outside. Jean Lum, Order of Canada. I still remember wet, hot Quebecois summers, wandering the kitchen of Gong Gong's restaurant, tracing my finger on stainless steel countertops, sliding my feet on slick tile floors, a child, dodging the frenzied bodies of distant relatives, all of them my great-uncles, all of them Toisanese, shouting at each other in slurred village dialects of the Heung Ha, small men with big wok hei, slinging fried rice and chicken balls with fierce abandon. Outside, a dining room of people wait impatiently for their lunch specials. Désolé, quelques minutes de plus, my grandpa repeats in broken French over and over, his smile tired bright, his eyes a disappearing horizon, always searching east, always pointed home. Did he know that coming to Canada would turn out this way? That he would live out the rest of his days scraping by, serving his culture deep-fried and assimilated. Gong Gong's restaurant was called Les Rivières Orientales, a tributary of an oriental river flowing across the Pacific, of coolies and laborers, yellow peril and cheap slaves from motherland to stolen land, bent backs and burnt hands to build railway and nation, economic immigration. We pledge allegiance to the Confederation that advocates our deportation, isolation, dislocation, subjugation, denigration. See, we were never supposed to be here. We were never supposed to become doctors and engineers. We were never meant to make home from the ashes, to make kin from the masses. We know that when the Chinaman comes here, he intends to return to his own country. He does not bring his family with him. He is a stranger, a sojourner in a strange land. He has no common interest with us. John A. MacDonald. When my great-great-grandfather landed in 1880, I wonder if he could read the signs posted on street corners that said no Chinese or dogs allowed. Or did these foreign scribbles amuse him, inspire him in his struggle? All of our elders in their journey to the West, what pain did they endure? What shame remained obscured? What names did they take to survive? When Stephen Harper apologized to head tax survivors, there was no refund for those who could never afford it. What is the cost for countless families split down the middle like steamed pork buns? Family trees pruned far too soon. What reparations for the lonely only caught between generations, a Western creature with Eastern features, forever a foreigner, a sojourner in a strange land? Is there a credit for this rootlessness? Can I invoice for that dissonance? They called us the paper children, and how apt. Our identities so fraught, so fragile, so as to collapse, fly away on the wind, big guest energy. See, we have been here long enough to realize that we can never be here long enough. Our mother tongues will always be too foreign, our food too pungent, our ambition too overzealous. There will always be someone older stock. And if a Chinaman dies in a railway tunnel and a CPR foreman isn't around to record it, does he make a sound? Does the ground open up to welcome him? Our ancestors lie tucked away in rockfall deposits. Their skeletons are the skeletons in democracy's closet. Can you hear them? Can you see us now? They say we are our ancestors' wildest dreams. But what of our ancestors' nightmares? It's been 100 years since you legislated our discrimination. What has changed? Third, fourth, fifth generation still estranged. Our elders go to their deathbed still ashamed. Our young ones born in this country still constrained, still told to go home, still spit on at bus stops, still virus, still spies, still foreign interference. We have never been a loud people. But today we stand and we scream for every face that looks like me, every kid who's ever pulled their nose bridge to make it taller, every time they mocked us because our eyes are smaller. This is for our elders, both alive and remembered, for their lessons, the tough and the tender, for our full names, past and present. May they be pronounced and may they be respected. For every chink in the national fabric, every nip in the winter wind of prairie towns and northern hamlets coast to coast on stolen land, every small town jade garden and dragon cafe, every gentrified Chinatown and rusty railway, we are here. We have been here far longer than the past 100 years. So child, when they tell you to go back where you come from, tell them you come from elbow grease and laundry bleach, from broken English and MSG, Hunchback elders and paper sons, you come from a history of resistance, backbones and persistence, resilience and commitment. Tell them you belong. Tell them we belong. Show them your hands. These are the same blistered fingers that once clutched railway hammers, that form fists and family alongside our native relations. Feet bound by tradition, but forever forging forwards in lockstep recognition that freedom comes towards us in 100 years. Let us not look back again and mark what's left undone, but instead how far we've come, the fights we have won, and the sum of our people standing proud and equal. The past is the past, let this be the sequel. No longer ashamed and no longer illegal, but proud, unrelenting, and home.